Are you tired of living on autopilot? Are you ready to start embracing your one precious life? Welcome to the Wake Up to Your Life podcast. I'm your host, Colleen Odegaard. Hey there, hot stuff. Yeah, you. I'm talking to you. That's right. If you have listened to this podcast from the start, from episode 1, thank you. Thank you so much. And if this is your first time checking out the Wake Up to Your Life podcast, welcome to you. I'm glad you're here. My name is Colleen Odegaard. I'm a certified life coach. I'm a video and media coach, which means I teach people, business owners, to be comfortable on camera so they can connect with their perfect clients and get more views, likes, and press. I'm also a motivational speaker, an empowerment speaker. I'm a TV personality, a butcher, a baker, a candlestick maker. That is what I am. But welcome to the podcast. I'm glad you're here. Put your AirPods in. Let's go for a walk. Let's cook dinner. Maybe we're in the car headed to work or to run some errands. Whatever the case, I am so happy to be with you. Today, I want to talk to you about why I want you to get your hopes up. Get them on up. We're going to get your hopes on up. First, a quick word from our sponsors. We're going to start with Black Lion. It's a happy place in Charlotte, North Carolina. They have furniture and home decor, including accessories, lighting, and artwork, and it's good stuff. In my home, I have many, many pieces from Black Lion, including 2 sofas that are so good looking. They look very high-end and expensive. That's how my mom says expensive. Colleen, look expensive. My mother's from Vietnam. That's how she says expensive. But my sofas were very reasonably priced. Now is a good time to get a sofa from Black Lion because if you go there and you mention Colleen, you mention me or the Wake Up to Your Life podcast, get this, you'll save $100 on the price of your sofa. Go to blacklion.com or you can follow them on Facebook, Black Lion, all one word, or on Instagram at Black Lion Stores. Maybe you look around your house and you think, I bet we can get top dollar for this crib up in here. Bobby Sisk from Bobby Sisk Homes team at Nestlewood Realty in Charlotte can help you do that. Bobby is a top performing real estate professional who goes above and beyond for his clients. He's awesome. Check out bobbysisk.com. That's Bobby, SISK.com. You can follow him on Instagram at Bobby Sisk Homes. Okay, get your hopes up. Here's why I want you to get your hopes up. Have you ever said something like this? Maybe you're up for a job or a promotion and you say, I just don't want to get my hopes up. I'm probably not even going to get it. I'm just going to assume that I'm not going to get it because that way when they call me and tell me I didn't get it, I'm not going to be upset. So I'm just putting it out of my mind. I'm not going to get excited about it. I probably didn't get it anyway. Maybe you're a single person and you had a great date, or even for people who are part of a couple, remember back to when you were single and you had a great date and you think, he's not going to call. She's not going to call. Oh my gosh, I really like this guy, but he's probably got problems. He's probably got a lot of problems. There's got to be something wrong with him. Like you're catastrophizing it. Yes, you're expecting the worst. You don't want to get your hopes up. Currently in my home right now, we are waiting for my son Anthony to hear from colleges. He's a senior in high school. My son Alden is a junior in high school. Anthony's a senior in high school. And he's gotten 1 acceptance letter so far, but we are really waiting to hear from his number 1 choice. And every day I go to the mailbox. And when there is no letter from his number 1 choice, I find myself getting disappointed. And thinking, gosh, I know so-and-so and so-and-so's kid got into that school. They've already heard and we haven't. Oh my gosh, maybe he's not going to get in there. He's probably not going to get in. Oh my gosh. By the way, I may be over-identifying with my son's college experience, which is a whole separate podcast. We have to let our kids individuate from us. This is his thing, not my thing. Hard to accept and to remember as a parent, but we haven't heard yet from the college. And so I find myself, sort of changing my expectation. Now, let me ask you this question. How is this a good way to live? And how is this beneficial to anyone? Walking around thinking things aren't going to work out. This is not really beneficial. It's not beneficial. It doesn't protect us from anything. Walking around in your life, never getting excited, never getting your hopes up, never having any expectation of yourself. Snooze fest, boring, 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 autopilot, boring. No bueno. I don't believe that you will be less disappointed in not achieving a particular outcome if you spend time expecting that lesser outcome. I hope that makes sense. What I mean is you're going to be disappointed no matter what, whether you've practiced for it or not. Meaning if you practice being disappointed and walk around thinking, okay, he's not going to call me back, or I didn't get the job, or my kid didn't get into his number one choice for college, for example. I don't believe that if he doesn't call, or that if you don't get the job, or that if my kid doesn't get into that school, that you won't be disappointed. We can't dress rehearse disappointment. Because really, we're disappointed whether we've practiced for the thing or not. And if you are practicing your disappointment, all you have done is prolonged the amount of time that you feel bummed out. That's all you've done. So you can say, we're not going to be moving into our dream house. It's never going to happen. I'm not going to get the promotion. You can say that, but really in your heart of hearts, you do want those things. And lying to yourself about it doesn't help you if it doesn't in fact happen. So I really do believe that we cannot dress rehearse disappointment, and that when you do, all it does is make you feel worse for a longer period of time. In that waiting period, when you are waiting for the thing, it is more fun for you, and it feels better to think, I might get that promotion. I really might get it. Allow yourself to dream. Dreaming is so important. When we were kids, it was easy to do that. What do you want to be when you grow up? I want to be an astronaut. I want to be a ballerina. It was easy to dream. And then we get to be older and life breaks us, breaks us down, beats us down, and we get jaded. And I'm actually putting up, holding my fingers up to my lips, pretending I'm smoking a cigarette. Let me tell you, kid, life will chew you up and spit you out. We get like that. But we need to get back to that place of dreaming. It's what helps to propel us forward when we can see a different life for ourselves, a different experience for ourselves. When you can dream of a great, phenomenal relationship or friendships or job or home or your health, whatever it is that you want. Dreaming is the first step to getting there. Or at least one of the steps to getting there. Brené Brown, who I'm a big fan of, Dr. Brené Brown, in my mind, she is my friend. She talks about something called foreboding joy. And this is in an audio series that she released many years ago called The Power of Vulnerability. It is audio only. It's a recording of a talk that she did years ago. And I'm a big fan of this. I highly recommend it. It's worth a listen. But she says that when we lose our tolerance for vulnerability, joy becomes foreboding. That joy is actually a very vulnerable emotion to feel. When we are resisting it, when we're scared to sort of lean into joy, it's because we think, oh my gosh, everything's too good, something bad's going to happen. Yes, haven't you all done that? Haven't you done that? that we're trying to say, okay, vulnerability, this is what Brene Brown says. You won't blindside me with pain because I'll rehearse it every chance I get. I'm going to practice it and I won't be vulnerable to it. Instead of saying, like, I'm so grateful and sinking into gratitude and feeling how good things feel or how excited you get, because it takes courage to be vulnerable. You will be disappointed sometimes, and that's okay. You know, my pastor says we're always going into a crisis, we're in a crisis, or coming out of a crisis. We don't like to think about that, but it's true. It's true. You will be disappointed sometimes. Things are not always going to go your way. You're not always going to get what you want. You know this. You can tolerate those feelings of disappointment. This is why I talked to you about becoming a resilient person. You can tolerate your feelings of disappointment. It's that we don't want to make the disappointment mean, oh, I suck. I'm not deserving of love. There's something wrong with me. I can't get a job. What's my problem? What's my prolong, I should say. If you don't get the job and you nailed the interview, you know, you did everything that you could do and you were so close you could taste it. Even if you don't get it, feel the bummed out feelings and then trust there will be something else. Trust that that happened for you. Didn't happen to you, but it happened for you. The experience happened for you to teach you something. There will be something else. The vulnerability of joy, we don't like it, so we're afraid to settle into it. Don't rob yourself of feelings of excitement and joy because you're trying to avoid feeling disappointed. Wouldn't you rather spend the lead up time being excited rather than being a stick in the mud, poopy pants, negative Nancy? Clear my throat. Sorry about that. The reason it's good for you to feel excited is that it opens up your brain to possibilities. Honestly, I believe that if you are listening to this, if you have breath, you have hope. You know, sometimes I think we're embarrassed to say that we're excited about something because we think if people go like, oh, whatever happened with that guy you were dating, or whatever happened with that job or that program you entered to get that certification for that thing you wanted to do. And we're afraid if people ask us and then we have to say, oh, I didn't get it. And then we think other people are judging us or that they're feeling sorry for us. When, you know, it's a very human experience. And I think it's so honest and honoring to say, yeah, man, I'm bummed out. Like I didn't get that job and I really wanted it and I'm sad about it. Saying something like that is very honest and honoring to yourself, and it builds connection with another person. When my children, my boys have had disappointments in their life, when things haven't worked out for them the way they wanted them to, I don't rush that feeling part. I don't rush them through the feeling part. I encourage them to sit with it. And I have one son who will sit with it and another who tries to push it away and say, like, I don't even care. Like, but he really does care, you know? And I try to encourage them, I do encourage them to sit with that feeling, feel it. We can welcome even the negative emotions, the dark emotions, the ones we don't like feeling. Feel it and then release it. And when you can do this, it's what allows you to get back up on the horse again and try again. I don't want you to lose the wonder and possibility of your life. My friend, please don't lose it. Don't lose it. Remember, like I said, the dreaming, dare to dream. Having hope and remaining hopeful and getting your hopes up. It doesn't mean that things will always work out the way you want. That's not what I'm suggesting. But it feels so much better. So I'm going to tell you a story, a true story. I am currently nominated for an Emmy Award. This is very exciting. So for me, I want to win it too. I worked in TV for a long time and just last month found out that a series I created, and it is very much me, it's my thoughts and it's kind of me just talking about things like I talk about here on this podcast. It's called Curler Confessions. And it's a franchise that I started that was airing on WCNC on the morning news. And it was nominated for an Emmy. And I'm very proud of it. And I remember even when I first started doing those, I told my videographer, Matt, I said, gosh, I would love to win an Emmy for this. And this was early on. I mean, I think only one had aired, and I had a vision for this. I thought it would really be very cool to me. It would be very meaningful to me. I think because I spent so much time acting on TV, acting like how I thought I was supposed to be. And the Curler Confessions franchise was really me being myself and vulnerable and honest. And so it just feels like, oh, I get to just be me. And that's cool. Like, it's really very freeing. And there was a time in my life when I would not have admitted something like this out loud, and I might not even have admitted it to myself internally, because I would think, I don't want to get my hopes up, because that way, if I don't win an Emmy, I won't be disappointed. But the truth is this: if I do not win that Emmy, and the winners are announced in February 2021, if I don't win, I'm going to be disappointed, whether I've practiced being disappointed or not. I can tell myself today, oh, I hope I win, and not win in February. I'll be disappointed. I can tell myself today, oh, I don't really care if I win or not. And if I don't win come February 2021, guess what? I'll still be disappointed. Because really, on some level, I know that I'd be lying to myself. So I'm telling you publicly right now that I do want this. I want to win it. And I don't think that saying it out loud jinxes it. I don't believe that. So I'm owning that I hope this happens. And I'm going to spend the next several weeks just believing it's possible, because it's more fun. It's more fun than walking around going, oh, the competition's really stiff and mine's not that good. And oh, these other people are probably smarter and more talented than me and they're going to win. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, that kind of thinking, it does not propel you forward in your life. You have to be an ally to yourself. You've got to do it. So anyway, put yourself out there. Be vulnerable. Try things even when you don't know if you're going to be good at them. Even when you don't know what the outcome is going to be. Get your hopes up. Get excited about your life and what is possible. Romans 15:13 from the Bible, which is a really good book, by the way. Author, God. But Romans 15:13 says, may the God of hope fill you with all joy and peace in believing, so that by the power of the Holy Spirit you may abound in hope. Romans 12:12, rejoice in hope. Be patient in tribulation. Be constant in prayer. Hebrews 11:1. Now faith is the assurance of things hoped for, the conviction of things not seen. Walking around being hopeful, bottom line here, is that it's more fun and feels better. And when you feel better and excited, you act differently. You show up differently in your day. So get your hopes up, get excited about your life and what is possible for you. And if you're having a hard time seeing that for you, please know I am holding that vision for you. I know that it's possible for you. If I can help you with this in any way, send me a DM on Instagram or send me an email, colleen@wakeuptoyourlife.net. Take care. Thanks for listening to the Wake Up to Your Life podcast. If you enjoyed this episode, take a moment to subscribe for free on your favorite podcast platform. And while you're there, would you do me a favor and give this show a rating and leave a review? Doing so helps other people to find this show. You can follow me on social media. I'm on Instagram @Colleen_Odegaard. That's @Colleen_ODEGAARD. And if you're interested in learning more about my coaching programs, check out my website, wakeuptoyourlife.net. That's it for now. Talk to you soon.